if you
Welcome back, race fans, as we get ready for our next race between GINW 2 and Concordia 1. Kind of sounds like they just switched spots almost. If you were with us for the last race, it was Northwest 1 versus Concordia 2. Northwest 1 just pulling out the win. They're hoping that their fellow players for Northwest 2 can do that. Concordia 2, however, they're just rooting on their teammates, making sure that Concordia 1 gets through to the end. As we get closer and closer to that championship game, we did just hear an announcement for the C Team Bracket Championship.
And here we go. We have another chance for someone to go behind. Another chance.
We're just rooting for those barriers today. Concordia out to a strong lead in first place, but also pulling up the rear in fourth. Northwest sitting in between second and third. Using that jump to their advantage, Concordia 1 is going to get out just a little bit further ahead. Not quite pulling away from the pack, but definitely making a difference. A bigger split between second and third is happening. Fourth place kind of hanging back. You can see Concordia 1 on the bottom there, doing very well, keeping a tight line coming around those curves, making sure to get those boosts. Very good control from them. Northwest not maintaining as tight of a corner, but still getting a good boost from it and using that jump to their advantage as both players get back onto the track from the grassy area, going up to the large jump. The Yoshi for Concordia on the top. Landing, they have a bomb in their hand. If they can find that second place, they'll be able to use it to their advantage, but they do drop back to fourth as a blue shell goes out. That bomb going to waste. Blue shell does hit Concordia, letting Northwest take over first. Northwest now first and fourth. Concordia second and third. Northwest would be walking away with a lead if this maintains.
Nice job putting the red shell behind himself, right on time. JNW2 on the bottom left.
Unfortunately, another red shell is going to catch him in the air. So, a good 10-foot drop down to the track is going to get him a second place finish. So Concordia 1 taking first and third. Northwest second and fourth. Concordia now has the lead, 7 to Northwest 4. Still anyone's race.
Wario's Gold Mine. Oh, this brings back memories.
Mario's Gold Mine used to be a favorite of a lot of the racers. Still is for a few. Definitely one of the more difficult tracks in my opinion. There's one corner that I could never do properly. And I'd always have to use the wall to get out of it. And it was right there at the end. It was that very sharp turn right before you get to the finish line. As Concordia in fourth place drops off the map, so they're going to lose quite a bit of space. They're going to gain quite a bit of space there, excuse me. Northwest still holding on to that first, and they're just got first and second positions. Going to try to hold on to that for as long as they can. Concordia third and fourth. Holding a better line, though. Concordia is going to move into second and then first as they come up to my least favorite corner. And now I know how to do that corner, and I will probably never do it as good as that person. Concordia 1 sitting first and third, battling it out, though. They're going to lose that third place position, then gain it back, almost falling off the track. Northwest holding on to second and third. Big split, though, between first and second and third and fourth. So Peach at the top of your screen is going to have to do a lot of work to catch up to their partner in second. Unfortunately, their partner in second keeps falling off the map. Concordia in first place, getting more and more of a separation from that second place racer for Northwest. Got to watch out for those bats, though. Those bats are quite unforgiving if you run into them.
Oh, I hated that.
Sometimes I wish I was Link and I could just like reach out with a sword and hit the bats as we went. Concordia holding on to first and third, but gaining back that second place position over Northwest. And so they're going to go first and second there. Northwest going third and fourth. Currently, we're stacking up to Concordia having 15 over Northwest 7. Northwest needs the first and second place position here in this race 3 to stay in this one.
And we are going, we were going to Classic, but now we are doing Thwomp Ruins.
Thwomp.
Thwomp.
It's always a fun word.
Almost like a sound effect, kind of.
Thwomp. Maybe
There
that's how
you
they came up
go.
with it.
We will never know.
They're sitting there in the writer's room. They're like, okay, we got to come up with a name for these creatures. What do we call them? Well, they're going to make a thwomp sound when they land. Done. Someone write it in. Pay me money.
Of course.
Concordia won out to an early lead, first and second place. Northwest having to battle back here, third and fourth, using the walls to avoid the thwomps. As they move into second and third place, Concordia having a little bit of trouble with some of the walls down there at the bottom of their screen.
GINW2 at the bottom gets squished. And yes, that is what it looks like when you get squished by anything.
They got thwomped.
Accurate.
Thwomp is just a fun word. I can't help myself. Concordia holding on to first and third. Northwest second and fourth. Huge gap for fourth place to catch up, but they have a star. They're going to use the wall to their advantage, which is going to give them boosts as they go through, hitting the wheel out of their own way. Gold mushroom in hand. Concordia 1 up on the top. Comfortable lead at the moment, using a drift boost to get over the jump there. Tricking off those jumps just right, going into the final lap. Northwest at the top of your screen, not far behind Concordia. Just see them in the distance. Northwest now at the bottom of your screen, coming all the way back into second place, using the boosts appropriately. Northwest now sitting second and third, but they have to catch the orange Yoshi quickly, and they're not going to be able to do so. So Concordia taking first, Northwest second, then Concordia third. And now we move on into race 4.
And there you go. We got a new track.
New track as people doing the math behind us are slowly starting to realize that this one technically is done, but players still have to race that fourth race. Northwest and Concordia still have to battle it out here to make these points official. Concordia coming out first and second. Northwest third and fourth. Got to be careful of the subway trains here. You hit a subway train, kind of like Subway Surfers, don't hit one. I'll be honest, never played that game personally, only ever saw it on TikTok.
You disappoint me.
You know, you're not the first person to tell me that. I think the first person was my mom.
Okay, we're just going to move on from that
Hey, great
darkness.
lady though. Great lady, makes an amazing batch of brownies.
Okay.
Concordia 1 sitting first and second, moving their way around this track effortlessly. Northwest third and fourth, trying to find ways to catch up. Northwest at the top of your screen has a star that they finally pulled, but unfortunately some pinball bounces off of the walls isn't going to help them much as they move their way into the lobby area of the track. As we go into the final lap here. Concordia 1 not able to move their way around that subway train there on the top. So Northwest will take second place from them. But first place well in hand as Concordia is going to cross that finish line. Northwest coming in second and then third. And Concordia getting fourth, but that one is over. Concordia 1 taking it from GI Northwest 2, 28-16.